Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Uhum. Well, hello, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh lagi. Balik lagi pada saya ManMenAja. Kali ini kita akan melanjutkan quest Sumeru ya guys ya. Mana quest Sumeru ya? Archon quest. Kita berganti dari Zhongli. Zhongli Kazuha.
Sounds good to me.
Kesain dulu kok nggak daily ya, kok nggak. Sebelum kita mengerjakan quest Archon dan sambil menunggu para penonton, kita akan mengerjakan daily dulu.
Follow the wind.
Nggak dapat, what? Kok bisa nggak dapat ya kan? Mbak, kita lawan, kita langsung misi aja.
Time to go.
Tanggung ya. Tanggung aja. Selesaikan dulu ini ya. Sini kalian semua.
One with nature.
Allow me. Incoming. Hey!
Shouldn't get careless.
Nowhere to hide.
Aduh, jatuh. Kambing. Salah. Udahlah. Kan tuh. Terlihat suaranya. Ini lagi. Oh, ini bukan ya, ini misi lain ya. Apalah. Lumayan primogem gratis.
Glad there weren't any poisonous mushrooms inside.
Primogem gratis.
Birds come into the wind.
Hold the line. Don't blink.
One with nature.
Incoming. With sword comes shadow.
Juar.
We'll meet again.
Ding 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 ding. Di 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 di. Di 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 di. Jauh kali anjir. Yalah. Jalan kaki aja ke sana. Nah. Apa kerja orang ini? Oh ini misi ya.
As one with wind and cloud.
Allow me. Hey.
Rata gimang. Baru kita ke train. Kalian misi. Hello Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. We meet again, you two.
Yes, kita ketemu lagi.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Apa-apaan misi anjir?
Wait, say what now?
Kok itu
And if
misinya?
possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
Aku sampai malu
I
bayangkannya.
see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Iyalah, kami petualang
In that
Catherine.
case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Kok makin aneh-aneh kali?
Not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Susah apa Catherine ya?
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just
Naida nih kan?
wanted to see the two of you in action.
Kamu Naida ya?
Oh, is it so obvious?
Berubah
I
suaranya.
was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often. Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Anjir, dari
So
awal.
it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream.
Jadi Kase tidak bisa merebut mimpi para dewa.
It was another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival, except it was a happy one. In
Oh,
my
tidak.
dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida,
Mimpi dan festival harus. Iya, betul.
Sumeru's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Harusnya emang gitu.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream?
Tetap emosi sebelum mengasihani.
Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait! No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad.
Bagus, Paimon.
By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Yes.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized.
Mau stabil ya.
However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Betul, tuh kakek Sagi kurang ajar tuh ya guys ya.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Okay.
Oh, good point. Sorry adventurers. We're gonna be
Video
borrowing
katanya
Tavern for a
sebentar.
little while.
muka Lumin ya, astaga. Oh, di sini.
Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Yes.
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
Surat kita kunci di akademia.
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the academia, even the core 30
Oh, nggak pakai
guards,
AK terminal deh ya.
intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me. Have you already caught the sage's attention? I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Ada batasan kekuatan ya. Masih pelajar untuk menyelinap Katura para Sage.
No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
Tiga bang kepergok.
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students
Anjir.
in this.
Ngeri kali ya.
A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is
Betul.
that any different from what the sages are doing?
Betul Nahida.
That's a good point. Spoken like the guy of
Jadi
Sumeru.
Dewa di Sumeru. Paimon. Kita bisa sulit seorang yang dekat dengan Sage ternyata dia.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible
Harus
consequences.
hati-hati emang.
After
Bahaya
all,
anjir.
every person in Sumeru City is one
Itulah
of their
kan. Kita
hostages.
jadi Sandra. Gak ada ide lagi.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind,
Gantungin
right?
gitu kayak gitu.
Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already. According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal. Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary
Iya,
people
solusinya
involved,
bagaimana?
then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't
Oh,
decided to side with the sages.
betul juga.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work.
Siapa tapi?
Oh, before coming back, we met
Oh ya,
someone named
Al
Nahida.
Hitam.
He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Baru ingat anjir.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Siapa tuh, udah lupa.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sumeru festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Miru. I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was
Nggak
from
tahu
the desert.
itu.
She must be pretty special then.
Masih spesial banget ya kan?
Like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries. The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on,
Kok nggak
she
suaraku
was
ya?
chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to... But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
Tes. Ini hidup nih. Bentar ya, tes dulu. Tes.
Instead of being beside such a sun,
Tes. Oh, dengar ya suaranya? Oke.
from the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But
Yes.
she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems. Indeed.
Benar.
When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice.
Ya, dia yang tepat.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day to prepare. Let's go check out some of her favorite spots. And
Kita cari Setaria nih. Spoiler. Ya, main lah Dan. Mumpung lagi update ya kan. Mau buka padang pasir dulu nih.
this should be Sataria's
Sekalian aja
favorite
ngerjain
fortune
questnya.
telling spot. So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria? No,
Ya.
I already have enough information on Sataria.
Ngeri juga nih Nahida.
The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking
vendor.
style and key characteristics. Talking style and key characteristics?
Stick utamanya
My poor lost lambs.
Nabia.
Have you become troubled over your fates?
Ini bocil.
Divine voice of
Kok jadi
wisdom
peramal bocil?
often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've
Ada
been
bisikin
whispering
dia.
things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course. In that
Peramalnya bocil anjir. Kucing Nabia.
it would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you.
Minggu para dewa dong.
Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only
Menjelek-jelekan akak demo, kenapa lagi itu pelit? Maki Maimun.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Aduh, Maimun. Tolong ramal jodohku.
Love prospects?
Ramal
No
jodohku.
problem at all.
Oke, tidak masalah. Naik jodoh dong.
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on...
Banyak sekali orang berjodoh denganmu. Kenapa bisa?
So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Absurd ini. Kok nyalain kucing? Aduh.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the
Malah
most
akurat deh.
accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Astaga.
I admit that the
Aduh.
orientation of today's celestial
Udah
matrix is
Udah fix nih.
suboptimal.
Travelernya emang playboy sama playgirl ya.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
Udah fix.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Bisa gitu ya. Mana Nahida ya?
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Oke.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically
Suara
came to take
Catherine?
a look.
Oh, I recognize you.
Berubah suaranya jadi
Aren't you
Catherine.
Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
By the Akasha.
Nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Tukang tembok atau tukang bangunan nih?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
Anjir.
Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos now.
Oh, baguslah kalau ada tabungan.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
Yes,
No
sampai
problem.
jumpa,
Rest
Akim.
easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Anjay, Akim dengan nada perkasanya ya guys ya. Kita konsul sama Nahida. Oh, ada satu lagi.
This should be our final stop.
Tria
Sataria is always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city. Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
Pintar kali Nahidanya anjir. Emang.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I
Kisan.
don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to
Aduh,
Sumeru to
jangan
study,
menyerah, Mbak
but failed to
Kisan.
make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform
Nah, gitu
research
dong.
from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What
Gue
an
suka semangat
admirable
lu.
spirit for learning. Amazing.
Yes.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
Aku baru dengar
That's
tuh.
right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Ya kita diskusi sama Nahida.
So, was that everybody?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Setaria. What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Setaria face her problems. Setaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities.
Ketahanan
I
mental ya
remember
dong.
that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the
Raja
Scarlet King.
Desret.
Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Setaria's soft spot. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Setaria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So, how do we set that up?
Yes, ngapain kita nih?
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Setaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us.
Gila, ada prediksi
and we may
Nahida
not
semua,
get
anjir.
anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her,
Apa kenalannya?
her reaction would probably be very different.
Apa ya di sini kita ketemu Cino kah?
You're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep.
Anjir lah.
Through the Akasha, imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King, and then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Setaria for sure. She'll never
Anjir.
guess that we had anything to do with it. So that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them. Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them. Huh?
Ya, kok kami? Kan nggak bisa kasih orang.
Anyone? That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Betul.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Jadi kok kira tuh bener pandai niru orang?
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Baiklah.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway. Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Oke. Hilang dong Catherine ya. Masih hilang anjir. Bocor ramal. Setaria nih.
Here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say. Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go.
Yes,
Looks
ayo.
like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Lucu ya anjir. Anjir.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love.
Ini punya jodoh anjir.
Besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Ini punya jodoh sama Nabia.
Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Kucingnya tahu dong.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
Kucingnya tahu dong.
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Hamru dan Tamru, Harut dan Marut.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the
Gila
divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you,
Kenapa
I feel
kacau
like
tuh?
I've been a real mess recently.
Ini sembunyi kurang dekat dah.
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Jadi aku dengar suara Saweria. 5 pemasdik. Wow, makasih Bang Masdik, jempolnya. Makasih udah donasi ya Bang Masdik. Untuk streamer kecil ini yang baru main Genshin. Makasih Bang Masdik donasinya. Mampu. Makasih. Apa Dewa sudah berbicara.
The gods are asking.
Makasih Bang Masdik.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Kenapa
Why
kamu pulang
haven't I
juga?
gone home?
Sama-sama
Gods
semangat.
really know everything I've been thinking about?
Oh ini ya akun Bang Masdik. Oke Bang Masdik, makasih udah semangatin Bang Masdik.
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of
Acting
a question.
traveler ini the best sih.
The gods seem to be truly upset.
Nah, gacha Cino. Sabar Dan. Nanti kita gacha Cino. Tapi aku mau Nilo. Senjatanya paling nanti cuman. Senjatanya lagi. Dia sedang marah.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
Agar Dewa mau mengampuniku.
And if I may ask, Nabia,
Dewa mana yang bicara denganmu
is
sekarang?
there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
Bingung traveler, bingung. Di elegi ya dong. Panah Fenty ya guys ya. Dewa siapa?
What an inconsiderate and naive
Anjir.
question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest
Scarlet
and
King.
mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King?
Scarlet
No
King.
wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second.
Scarlet King
The
sudah
Scarlet
mandat sejak
King
dulu.
passed
Sudah makan
away
sejak
a long
dulu.
time ago.
Jangan curiga dong.
Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
Sebelum itu bohong ini dibawa akademia. Bagaimana mungkin Scarlet King benar-benar masih ada? Hah? Kebetulan Raja Desert itu bohong?
What insolence!
Nggak
I am
sopan.
the Scarlet King.
Akademi ke Scarlet King
loyal
setia.
believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Nggak seperti yang
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory
Oh,
has
nice,
touched
nice,
even
nice.
this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry.
Kena
I must
mental kan? Kena mental lah guys.
Wait!
Tunggu dulu, Setari aja ngambek dong. Kok hilang? Kok bisa hilang?
Oh, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
Kok tiba-tiba hilang?
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Ya, pasti galau dia. Langsung telak ke mukanya dibilang.
It seems like you understand human emotions really well after all. All I know are some abstract Harava-taught theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be
Kita menunjukkan bahwa banyak
utterly
teori itu
useless.
sama sekali tidak berguna.
I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway,
Tapi dia
enough
asli
of that.
akun terpintar sih.
Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
Dia bisa memahami orang, bisa baca watak orang.
He's out of games now.
Gila sih
Right
Nahida
on
nih.
cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Asli gila Nahida nih. Beda sama hardcore yang lain. Yang 3 yang lain. Anjir. Rasuki Gimang. Aing Maung.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something.
Sombong oleh muka Setaria nih.
Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Tukang tembok.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget?
Mas Dik lagi. Biar pas 100. Huku. Makasih Mas Dik. Donasinya. Udah full tuh 100.
Speaking of,
Makasih udah donasi Mas Dik.
is he feeling any better?
Ya sekarang dia sudah bisa jalan. Udah di sini jalan.
That's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some
Aduh.
more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit.
Terkejut anjir dari suara Maria tuh tiba. Makasih Mas Dik ya. Baguslah kalau begitu aku bisa ngeliat dia. Kalau aku dapat libur nanti aku tengok dia.
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Nah, gacha adukan dodol. Nanti.
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
Yes, dia
If you could
pensiun.
find the time, please write him a letter.
Baik kali
Please
Mas
pass
Dik
on
nih
that recently
ngasih
the fate of the
65.000.
Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos. Has
Aduh.
begun to spread across
Terharu
Sumeru.
saya. Udah waktu kamu tulis surat pada yang beritahu dia kalau baru ini usaha soal Scarlet King sudah mengakar di pelabuhan Ormos.
He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers
Ini
because of a
dibutuhkan-
difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The
Mantap.
Academia or the Scarlet King?
Langsung the point dong, Traveler. Bingung.
I'm so jealous of you.
Anjir,
You were born a
actingnya.
child of the desert. Yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your
Bila
time
semua
with those
dengan orang.
crooks from the Academia.
Boleh lah acting Traveler boleh lah.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
Dia bengkak Scarlet King.
What's so strange about becoming a
Ada kes-
believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact,
Oh.
aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Langsung telak dong.
Can't pick a side? Me?
Langsung telak dong.
Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Berbakat. Tanpa sadar aku jadi menjadi peran ini.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Setaria,
Nanti sekarang dia agak shock.
but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Oke, kita lanjut lagi. Kita lanjut ke yang cewek.
Setaria's already started talking with Shishan.
Cisan. Masuk Gimang lagi.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately?
Apa tuh yang aneh?
Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Nggak ada waktu dengar belajar di ruang bawah tanah terus. Jangan di loteng ketahuan.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things,
Iya.
I celebrated the Sub-Zero's festival
Mereka
so many
masih
times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Anjir.
Wait, how could you be aware
Kok
of
kamu
that?
bisa sadar?
It should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks can never deceive all of
Anjay.
Sumeru's citizens?
Dengan sombongnya, berbakat kali acting travelernya anjir.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
Juga as well.
What an absurd question.
Saya aneh.
You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the
Anjay.
Scarlet King.
Ya kok malu.
In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects.
Makan tuh.
Please stop.
Gak kuat mental ya. Gak kuat mentalnya dong.
Even now, Setaria's still trying to run from her problems.
Apa gue terlalu menekan dia ya?
She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's
Kena mental dong Setaria.
What should we do? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30,
Yes.
correct? Please help me pass a message to the Macho right
Situasi di
away.
kota mulai luar
The
kendali.
situation in the city is getting out of control.
Udah mulai kena mental Setaria nih.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Ya apa terjadi di
Heretics
kota?
are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Iya, kok ada yang sesat?
Heretics? What kind of
Yeah.
heresy are you talking about?
Bagus traveler.
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Tiba-tiba jadi pengikut Scarlet King.
Nothing is impossible.
Oh, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
Aduh.
You must face the truth.
Pandai kali traveler ya.
You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared.
Boleh lah.
Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King?
Anjir,
In
ditekan
fact,
terus
aren't
anjir.
You the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Kena tekan terus dia nih.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Ditekan rasa bersalah ke dia.
Why haven't you gone home?
Kena mental. Setaria kena mental.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling.
Kena mental
I've
dong dia.
also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
Kamu harus dengar kata hatimu.
You won't necessarily lose
Yeah,
your research
betul.
opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really
Persis
want to
kayak gua
conduct your
tadi, posenya
research
kena
while
mental.
carrying such heavy feelings of
Asli
guilt?
kena mental Setaria, ditekan terus dia rasa bersalahnya
You
anjir.
know me so well. Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
Asli dan
That's not important.
ini asli kena mental Setaria ya.
On the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation.
Udah mulai tobat deh.
What can I do for you?
Berhasil cuy. Habis kena mental deh, guys.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sumeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents.
Staf inti ya.
I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
Siapa tuh?
Even the sages are still quite wary of him.
Siapa tuh?
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
Kita malam nanti di gerbang
Academia
Akademia. Oke.
Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Ya juga ya.
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
Betul-betul dibantu gitu nih.
Alright, I trust you.
Habis kena mental Setaria.
So, if I
Dia agak bertobat dari dosaku.
would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
Asli kena mental anjir.
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
Asli udah mulai kena mental.
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Anjay.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Setaria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise.
Acting Traveler bagus.
Now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Setaria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
Betul juga.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that.
Dia kan dewa. Apa lupa Naida nih dia dewa?
Evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Dia lupa dia dewa. Ada-ada aja. Nah, apa hasil setelah dia ngomong?
I seem to have dozed off just now.
Berarti ketiduran dia.
Oke, semangat streamingnya. Ane lanjut open Genshin, baru kelar update.
Mas Dik lagi. Makasih Bang. Makasih Mas Dik. Oke, sama streamingnya Ane lanjut open Genshin, baru kelar update. Oke. Lanjut Mas Dik. Bang Mas Dik. Makasih ya 100 ribunya. Alhamdulillah, ya dan alhamdulillah rezeki nak soleh. Rupanya Mas Dik gabut nunggu ini rupanya. Nunggu update. Alhamdulillah. Makasih ya Mas Dik udah donasi. Semangat main Genshin-nya, di update baru nih. Sini kan? Besok malam. Submedia Prototype nama YouTube-nya. Oke, nanti kita kunjungi ya guys ya. Ngeri bang, ngeri nih Mas Dik. Kejut aku dengarnya anjir tadi.
As in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Ah? Yavanani sedang sibuk menyelesaikan quest permintaan apel dari what? Berarti aku ngerjain dulu ya. Oh ini. Dia minta apel. Ke atas kan? Ngeri Mas Dik, ngeri. Akhirnya bisa bayar internet. Dari internet dong. Mana Ida? Udah sampai mana dan main questnya dan? Udah selesai? Udah sampai padang pasir? Bermulai anjir.
Catherine, we're here. Oh,
Kamu Catherine yang lain kan?
you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Gimana kalau langsung aja panggil dia Naida?
We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Keragu itu yang Paimon pikirkan.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Apa kalian nggak ada merasa aneh gitu?
Off? What do you feel is off?
Kok di sini seperti sepi sekali ya?
The middle
Betul
of
juga
the
ya?
night. Of course it's quiet.
Kok sepi kali ya?
You're getting paranoid, are you?
Biasanya minimal ada orang kan?
I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though. Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace. I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Oke.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Memang merasa lebih tenang. Tapi emang sepi kali anjir. Kayak kota kosong gitu jadinya.
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Apa ditipu kah? Dijebak Setaria kah? Kayaknya dijebak nih. Kok sepi kali? Aneh ya kan? Yang iya dijebak ini kayaknya. Kalau udah kasih gini.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
What?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last.
Anjir,
To a rather
Patuy.
spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Dia dari akademia rupanya anjir.
Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Anjir, kedua anjing.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
Kedua dong. Dottore.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
Anjir.
My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Traveler dengan dual blade-nya anjir.
You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Anjir.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Tahu dong, Dottore. Anjir, anjir. Anjir, spoiler. Lu belum sampai rupanya, Dan. Gua aja terkejut, anjir.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first.
Keren lu udah sampai sini, anjir.
Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
Lawan cukup menakutkan.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new harbinger here, let alone such a high rank.
Nomor 2 loh.
That guy was number 2.
Nomor 2, anjing. Baru buka map aja. Oh,
He called himself the Doctor.
the doctor.
Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once
Kayak orang Sumeru berarti
the
dokter nih.
academia came back recently, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Ya, belum meremehkan.
Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help.
Ya, tapi Nahida tinggal di sana, anjir.
We'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right? You mean...
Nari.
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with? Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Anjir, anjir merinding lo liat the doctor tadi, anjir, anjir. Tiba-tiba muncul. Apa nih? Lah, main questnya, Dan, main quest. Oh ya, ambil dulu. Mana? Teng 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 teng. Teng 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 teng. Tereng teng teng teng. Kumpul itu Nilo. Nanti malam gas quest. Gas. Nanti malasnya kan, kalau aku malasnya kalau main buka map dulu nanti ini pula ya kan, apa namanya? Ulangi-ulangi lagi nanti. Bolak-balik, mending sekalian nanti. Kalau ada quest buka map, kalian buka map gitulah. Nanti kayak arah-arah kemarin. Belum badal anjir. Kira udah dapat. Kurang dari babu niche. Ntar buka dulu ini ya, apa namanya? Apa namanya nih? Quest hariannya di ini kan dulu. Sama ekspedisi.
Ad Astra
Abyssals.
Ad Astra.
Sumeru, biasanya mana sih? Desa Gandharva kan? Kenapa anjir? Gandharva Village. Ini apa? Oh, harus selesaikan dulu rupanya quest stick nari. Gitu. Gue belum ngerjain anjir. Akibat malas ngerjain quest. Kok mesti selesaikan dulu quest stick nari? Oke lah, sekalian lah. Halo Teknari.
This is where you've been, Tainari? That's...
Siapa tuh?
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tainari, everything's spinning. Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore.
Baru datang dah ketemu bocil sakit-sakitan.
I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true?
Tubuhku jadi ringan.
I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tainari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense.
Sembarangan.
You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the wall.
Kirain
in
apa?
no
Rupanya
time.
demam cuman anjir.
Really? Then can you keep the thing about the toys?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and
Pasti
apologize.
dia tidak bisa
Keeping
masalah.
secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
Oh.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
Iya, kenapa tiba
I
sakit?
don't know either. Mom's been telling me not to
Digigit
play
ular
in
apa dia?
the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
Zona kontaminasi.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it?
Oke.
Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Mau ngapain nih karena Tinari? Mau ngapain?
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
Asya.
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while.
Tinari
I
sekali
told
jaga
him
hutan
that
sebagai
he'd
dokter
feel
anjir.
better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
Oke, Ibu Asia.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a
sebagai
blind
penjaga
eye.
hutan ya kan.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also... There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Oke. Kita harus selesaikan quest ini dulu. Tetapan seorang dewa. Oh, nggak perlu selesaikan quest Ignari rupanya. Oke. Lanjut aja akun quest. Quest Ignari nanti aja ya guys ya. Penjatuh. Ting, 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 ting.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating
Benar juga
fairy.
peri melayang.
We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs
Anjir.
who don't even get
Bawa-bawa
scraps
pejabat
for
kota
their work.
spin.
We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
The outcast? An outcast from the academia?
Suruhan dokter berarti.
But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Iya betul juga.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up
Aduh,
soon
kok sombong kali kota spin.
You're up, traveler.
Taspin.
Following onto the wind.
Ride this on the side. Go! Right! Rest and rebuild. Speed of light.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn mine.
Cut to the chase.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Gak ada. Kirain udah habis. Wow.
Into the wind.
Lempar bumerang gimang. Lempar bumerang gimang.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
Kayak masih ada lagi deh.
Yeah. Looks like we'll have to keep our guard
Lucu ya
down.
mukanya. Muka Luminnya. Lucu kali.
This doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find
Iya.
Kainari?
Kok tahu dia kan?
Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Betul Paimon, kalau orang lawan orbiter susah. Dia prediksi semua anjir. Oh ini bisa nangkap ya? Bisa nangkap anjing kan nih? Kayaknya nggak bisa sih. Go. Itu teman Gogo dikasih bunga. Wow. Nice doggy. Di bawah deh. Itu Koli itu.
Oh, it's the traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right? To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tighnari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's
Iyalah, tak parah
tasks.
penyakitmu, Koli.
Oh, Kale.
Yes.
Speaking of Tighnari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Mana Tighnari?
Master Tighnari? He just left the Avidia forest a little while ago. He was headed to Pardis Diai.
Pardis Diai?
He left? What? Isn't Tighnari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia forest? He even turned down the sage's invitation. I thought it was weird too. Master Tighnari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything.
Ya, bilang alasannya.
He never leaves his post. No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of.
Apa tuh?
Master Tighnari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Pardis Diai is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses
Susah kali
have been
namanya, anjir.
planted there for research.
Amurta, Darsan
I know that
Amurta.
before he became a forest watcher, Master Tighnari once spent a long time conducting
Pardis
research at
Diai.
Pardis Diai.
Pardis
A
Diai.
research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tighnari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Pardis Diai.
Yes, itu cari dia ke Pardis Diai. Bye-bye, Koli.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tighnari, please send him my regards.
Oke.
Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Bye-bye. Kita ke Pardis Diai. Pardis Diai itu di mana Pardis Diai? Pardis Diai. Oh, di sini. Pardis Diai. Catherine nih.
Wait, look who it is.
Apa itu Nahida atau Catherine?
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
Kebetulan Nahida kan.
Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but
Rusak
you're ruining
suasananya.
the moment. Actually, it's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds.
Ya gila sih itu, Fatwi nomor 2.
It's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky. Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy. Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point. Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right? When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
Nice, Nahida.
What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us. I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards.
Ketahuan udah.
Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha. Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible he already started messing with... Ugh. It feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus,
Paimon.
Doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
Nomor 2 tuh
We
kuat
shouldn't
kali
give
lah.
up hope just yet.
Di bawah.
Let's try to find another way to attack
Nomor
this
2 ngeri lah anjir.
Actually, Nahida, How did you know we were trying to get to Party Stiai? Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find? Okay. Let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
Yes. Tadi pas sana ada Padi Sarah aku lihat. Oh ini dia Padi Sarah. Padi Sarah. Padi Sarah. Bentar ke WC bentar. Aduh.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Have you considered the possibility that there's something wrong with your projections?
Results not match my original projections.
Have you considered the possibility that there's something wrong with your projections?
Well, hello. Lanjut lagi. Hypatia.
Traveler? It is you!
Kok bergema suaranya?
The voice!
Kok bergema suaranya? Lama gak berjumpa.
What a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the...
Kehidupan Setia Fada.
Satyavada life? Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Teman-teman lama.
You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Kasihan kali.
Asia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore?
Ya udah kelar berarti.
Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think?
What do you think?
My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
Kamu hebat.
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. What a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
Oi. Oi.
That sounds incredible!
Kok gitu? Ya, kami nyari titik nari nih.
All right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
Malah aku yang lupa janji.
Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper
Oh,
insights.
itu rupanya.
My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
Masa?
You can do that?
Kamu percaya dia, Nahida?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense
Bagi dupa itu lagi.
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Oke. Senyumnya tuh dah.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled.
Itu Skaramos tuh. Skaramos.
The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
Anjir. Delusion biru.
There is no
belum
need
tahu.
to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Dia katakan terhubung ke Irminsul. Kenapa ke Skaramos larinya?
What was that?
Iya, bukan kesadaran Lord Kude. Jika bukan kesadaran
Actually, just see the Baladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him.
Anjir, kok Scaramosnya jadi ya?
Connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about.
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god. Such a noble will. Such sublime emotion.
Woi, kok salah dewa, woi?
Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno
Iya.
life, but rather...
Sadar lo, woi.
You, why are you so
Bergelap
mean
begitu
to me?
padaku.
Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Salah, anjir. Kau tuh sesat.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
Udah gila dia nih.
Wait, something isn't right.
Apalagi? Oh, ini yang dikasihin trailernya. Ayo Traveler. Dual Blade mau keluarkan. Ah. The fuck is this? traveler masuk ke ini kesadaran Nahida. Oh, dia dikurung di sini. I see you. Aji. Skramos. Anjir. Cutscene tambah gila anjir.
Okay, we finally lost him.
Tiba-tiba ada detik nari.
Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different.
Bertukar rupanya.
Oh, the traveler's back?
Bertukar anjir.
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
Apa sih dikeroyok Patuy? Betul anjir.
Commotion and came over.
Masalahnya keroyok tuh peringkat 6 sama peringkat 2 anjir.
What? You swapped places?
Iya, tukar tempat anjir.
Consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology.
Halo Dan.
Also, while we were running, the consciousness
Sombong kali nggak main Valorant lagi.
pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore."
Mana? Kapan Valorant nih? Kapan
Even on a
Valorant?
moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no!
Main jam 12.
Donna, for goodness, was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
Ya, nggak boleh tahu.
That makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing.
Nanti malam kita
She's
main.
being extra careful.
Nanti malam.
Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zeru's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
Kemudian itu ngacu pada Naida.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking
Dendro.
about, the
Betul.
consciousness who is occupying the traveler's body is
Memang.
the Dendro Archon?
Yes.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Udah tahu apa itu?
Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
Akademia sedang mengubah dia belajar menjadi seorang dewa.
What?
Anjir Imo.
Do you have any evidence?
Aku melihat dewa yang baru lahir sedang dibuat. Sekarang mau jadi dewanya anjing.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru Village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
Ya, Patui.
The Doctor and
the Ballader.
We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru.
Ya gitulah.
Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think
dari awal quest juga ada susah namanya.
There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Ya, ke padang pasir dulu.
Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia.
Okay,
If you're
Tainari.
planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Kami cabut dulu ya. Rasanya gaul kali. Sini. Sini. Oi.
As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
Go!
The wind knows me.
Udah gitu aja. Ini harus ada api.
I won't hold you back.
I want to hold you back.
Clouds high. The birds
Namanya
call.
bingung.
One with nature.
Yes.
Incoming. With sword comes shadow.
Yes.
Let's light it up.
Sekolah sana sekolah, gak les kok apa? Saya kok sore les.
Everybody stand back.
The wind knows me.
Focus on the side.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Cuma Sabtu.
Incoming.
Kali aku pulang sekolah.
Not bad. As far as treasure is
Ya,
concerned.
kali aku pulang sekolah berarti. Kemarin udah ketemu. Oh gitu. Maklum. Udah lama nggak sekolah.
That's everything. On to the next.
Mahkota tadi.
Take heart. Victory.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. One with
Adore
nature.
my night.
Allow me! Speed of light!
Adore my night.
That's everything. On to the next.
Kita disuruh kesini. Ini berapa lagi ya? Penuh ya?
We've
Kenapa?
finally made it to Caravan Reebok. It's pretty lively here.
Yes,
So,
rame juga.
just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's
Megah banget
gotta
ya.
be the divine work.
Ruka Devata.
Enough
Oh, ala hitam.
gawking. Come on, follow me.
Main muncul aja.
Over here.
Oh, Hatham went that way. Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the? Where did she go?
Oh, dia lagi dikejar.
How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
Noob, kalian nggak bisa ngejar itu aja, noob.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Makasih.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors.
Anjay, kulbet.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
Kulbet sih dia, kulbet.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al Hatham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Jadi kau mencari aku?
Not quite.
Malu.
To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Kepo deh. Kok kepo?
Oh, hey, Thum. You really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all.
Anjay.
So considering that, but that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine knowledge capsule.
No comment.
No matter.
No comment, no comment.
Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
Yes.
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
Boleh. Kita pergi sama-sama. Mariam. Makasih. Ting tak ting tak ting tak ting tak ting tak ting tak ting tak. Ting tak ting ting tak ting tak ting tak ting tak. Padang Pasir Gimang.
The wind knows me.
Padang Pasir Gimang.
You give, you receive.
Time to go. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Help! With sword from shadow. Don't blink. Hey! Yeah!
Satu lagi. Oh.
Speed of light.
Oh, buah baru.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Hold the line!
Oh, sedekat itu rupanya. Nice.
Before us lies Aru Village,
Desa Aru.
the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Ini aku belum buka pula tadi waypointnya. Apa tuh? Cino dong. Traveler. Dengan dual blade-nya. Cutscene-nya mantap. Cutscene-nya mantap anjir. Ini cutscene tahun mantap.
We have barely spoken 2 words
Mantap
to
aja
each other
kasih
before
nih.
now at the academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Haytham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Anjay.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Tumbuk,
Had I
berkelahi.
used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Kok sepele?
Though styled like an
Kok
assassination,
sepele lu?
I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra.
Kok sepele kau?
More like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as he made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during our... Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Ini di dadanya tuh.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Kok merah?
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
Mereka membohong sama kami
No
ya.
wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, as far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your... Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the...
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two! Ugh! What should we do, traveler?
Sukses sama mereka
Feels
berdua.
like we can't trust either of them.
Well, look at
Oh,
you two
Deya.
acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Dia senyumnya tuh dah. Ada orang yang bisa kita percaya.
You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again.
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure.
Halo, hola.
I know you academics
Dek Mariani.
love to fill up your big
Udah move on
brains
kah?
with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's
Hola, hola.
gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Anjir, marah dia dong. Nurut sama dia.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away.
Dah kok, mantep.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here,
Oh, Candice.
quickly! We have to take cover.
Someone's calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong. Let's get over there.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Aduh, masih aja berkelahi. Belum ini juga nih, belum ambil lagi itunya. Udah cutscene aja. Masih aja berkelahi.
Well, this
Jadi
is
kagok gini ya.
pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
Kenapa karakternya kadang kaku?
My sincere apologies,
Kaku ya?
everyone.
Perasaan enggak ah?
This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow.
Kakak ini lembut dan baik hati.
Caring.
Nggak kayak mereka yang ada di sana.
Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from a... And now that you have set foot within Aru Village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Kayak anak-anak anjir berkelahi.
That was you
Berantem
trying
gitu.
to be a mediator?
Kayak anak-anak anjir berdua.
So there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very... Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon... The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages.
Anjir.
You have no right to judge us.
Nggak mau nerima pendapat orang lain.
Are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way,
Iya juga game Genshin Impact cuma dikit minusnya, plusnya banyak. Ya storynya bagus nih, Dek Mariani.
I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority.
Nice
Once
Sino.
I find the truth.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
Iya,
Well,
kok karangan aja.
Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
Maksudmu adalah?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this,
Anjir. Kurang ajar kalau hitam.
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
I'll hate them!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me,
Anjir, kita kira di pihak kita
once you've
rupanya
completed this
ada
assignment,
udang balik batu.
I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone?
Yang mana yang baik, yang mana yang jahat.
So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing had I been less guarded. I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
Jadi kamu bersama denganku cuma untuk menyelidiki aku.
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Benar sih.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
Aduh, Candice.
And now you, Dia.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your
Welcome
style.
back, Dea.
In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candice.
Ya apa lagi tuh?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sands.
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
Gak perlu dibantu.
Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a
Yeah, just leave them to Candice. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright?
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go.
Kayak gak ada orang aja.
And the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Aduh, dia. bawah ini kan. Emon yang terkenal. Virus. Panjang quest ini. Sabah. Kira misi bentar, rupanya misi jauh ini anjir. Duh, panjang kali, dah lah, cepatlah. Kenapa nih? Gak usah ke vision. Oh, misi bentar rupanya cuman. Kira misi lama. Candice. Red Crest. Oke. Di bawah nih. Mana dan ya? Kita ikuti aja. Kita ikuti Sally kita ikuti. Jauh kan nih? Anjir lah. Goblok.
Who says there aren't benefits? Time to go.
Kita jumpa Candice tadi. Mana Candice? Ini Candice.
Oh, Candice, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier. Now I have someone to take my anger out on.
Kamu dia dong.
It's been quite a while since I've seen.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go.
Nih, sama aja kayak berkelahi anjir, sendiri. Katanya bersama. Mana lah?
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Yes.
Huh?
Siapa nih kakek?
My apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full. I am the Chief of Aru Village. Everyone usually calls me...
Sir, I am also originally from the desert. But
I can't say they've always been common. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to take... speaking of which, why haven't I seen a...
Village Keeper? Who are they?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity. After a period, the academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of others.
Alas, that's exactly what we've... But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay...
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate...
Mock me if you will. But if you are guilty, I will eliminate you.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars.
Yeah.
First
Jadi
they
gak
lose
waras
their
lagi anjir.
sanity, now this! But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino?
Ya, betul.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better... Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know.
Desa Aru. Besar juga mapnya nih. 3 patung di Seven. Oke lah, baiklah sampai di sini dulu stream kita kali ini. Kita akan lanjut di stream berikutnya. Terima kasih untuk Mas Dik yang udah donasi tadi. Makasih Mas Dik ya. Yang nama YouTube-nya Cap Media Prototype. Makasih udah donasi dan makasih ya udah mampir dan nonton. See you and bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.